Do you ever feel like no matter what you do, the world pushes back? You're trying your hardest to get it right, but it doesn't work. And somehow it feels personal. You're moving, you're hustling, you're showing up, but you're getting ignored. And then you start to wonder, why does it feel like life's against you? Here's the hard truth. It's hard to get rid of this feeling, but there are ways. In this video, we're going to use psychology, philosophy, and spiritual insight to break down why so many of us feel like some studies show 1 in 4, the world is against us. Hi, if you're new here, my name is Dr. Vinay Raniga, a former political leadership scholar at the University of Oxford. I'm interested in the ideas that build nations and help people live better lives. It's simple. People are the foundation of society. The more informed and happier they are, the better our society becomes. I would love for you to show your support by subscribing to this channel and hitting that bell. Let's jump in. Here are the 4 ways that your brain could be tricking you into the feeling that the world is against me. Handmans Razor is a powerful mindset shift. It means to never attribute to malice what can be explained by ignorance, mistakes, or sheer stupidity. Imagine this, you sent a heartfelt message to a loved one. You pour your heart and soul into this message and you receive back, thank you, or okay, or just a reaction to your message. What's your immediate reaction? You might spiral into thinking they're upset with you or you did something wrong, but the most likely explanation is that they're overwhelmed with work or busy or have other personal issues. Handmans Razor tells us that it's not a plot against you. It's probably not about you at all. It encourages considering less sinister explanations before assuming that someone is intentionally trying to harm you. This leads on well to the spotlight effect. I remember during my final exams going to get lunch with friends. I had a calzone, and when we were walking back to the library, calzone in hand, just by Exeter College where the curb rises, I tripped flat on my face. Dough, sauce, mozzarella everywhere. The whole street stopped. A group of teenage girls, I remember they came up to me and started laughing. You haven't felt pain unless you've had teenagers laugh at you. It was so embarrassing having everyone's eyes on me. But in reality, people are in their own world. That's the spotlight effect. We think others notice and judge us way more than they actually do. Most of the time, people are not ignoring you. They're wrapped up in themselves. The world is not against you. They're just not thinking about you. That can be really depressing, but also freeing. Freeing to follow your own path as the majority of people are not even thinking about you. You're not negative, your brain is. Our brains tend to remember negative experiences more vividly than positive ones. This is due to the way negative information is processed and stored, making it more accessible in our memory. Your brain is literally wired to see threats, which is called negativity bias. A study analyzing over 105,000 news headlines found that each additional negative word in a headline increased the click-through rate by 2.3%, while positive words decreased it. This highlights our preference to engage more with negative content. If we add personalization to that, we get the perfect storm. The job I didn't get, they must hate me. That person that didn't say hi, they're avoiding me. They laughed after I spoke, they're laughing at me. Most of the time, it's nothing to do with you, but that's the trap of personalization. It turns random noise into a personal attack. The story you tell your brain reinforces within the brain. This is called learned helplessness, where subtle psychological patterns make you feel like the world is against you. It was first studied by psychologist Martin Seligman, who noted that you eventually stop trying in a certain area, not because the world is against you, but because you believe it is. For example, a child that keeps failing at maths starts to believe they're bad at maths. Or a person who keeps failing in relationships believes they're unlovable. Or apt to this channel after posting multiple videos and content with low engagement. My name's Dr. Vinay Raniga, a former political leadership scholar at the University of Oxford. A creator feels invisible. They may feel like the algorithm, whatever that is against them. Beyond the brain are what different philosophies have to say about this feeling that the world is against you. Stoicism, rooted in ancient Greek philosophy, teaches us that it's not events that disturb us, but our judgment of them. As Seneca reminds us, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. The Stoics teach that life isn't meant to be fair, but that doesn't mean it's unfair to you. It's just the nature of the world. A relatively unserious example is, imagine your train is delayed when you have a very important meeting. It can feel like the world is conspiring against you, but a Stoic approach would be to see this as an opportunity, perhaps to read, reflect, or a blessing to avoid an unforeseen issue. The Eastern philosophical perspective of karma has a lot to say too. Karma means that for every action we perform, this shapes our experiences through a cycle of cause and effect. The Bhagavad Gita puts forward, as a man sows, so shall he reap. Sounds harsh, but it's not that life's against you, it's teaching you based on your past actions. Finally, we have the work of Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist Viktor Frankl, who developed logotherapy. This is the idea that our deepest drive is to find meaning, even in suffering. He writes in Man's Search for Meaning, when we are no longer able to change a situation, we are challenged to change ourselves. Now, at the time, the world was actually against Frankl. The suffering he experienced is something that most of us can't even fathom, and yet he found hope in meaning. Actually, the pain of feeling the world is against us doesn't need to be erased. It's a real pain, but Frankl says it needs to be understood. When we stop asking why me and start asking what now, things begin to shift. So how do we break this belief? There are 5 things you can do. The first is a quick reality check exercise. Imagine a friend cancel plans on you last minute. Instead of thinking they don't value me or they're against me, grab your phone or a notepad and pen and ask, what's the evidence? Get it all out on paper and vent it out. You'll be surprised how flimsy your brain's arguments are. You'll quickly realize Handmans Razor. It's not a conspiracy against you, it's just how it is. The second is to reframe the narrative. This is difficult, but remember, the story we tell ourselves, the brain reinforces. Instead of saying the world is against me, say life is training me. For example, you're facing repeated rejections in job applications. Of course, you have to be practical and ask for advice and improve your CV, but mentally try and reframe the narrative that this is building character and resilience. The third is to join a community group or volunteer at a charity. This can shift the focus from personal struggles to collective well-being, fostering connection and purpose. The more you focus on helping others, the less your brain lingers on your own pain. Taking action through service is an antidote to feeling like the world is against you. Whether you're of faith or no faith, a spiritual practice like meditation, journaling, or prayer can be a powerful tool to rewire your inner world. I love this verse from the Bible, John 16:33. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. This helps you reframe hardship as a part of a journey, not a sign of failure. I also meditate daily. Starting each day with mindfulness meditation can create a sense of calm and perspective, reducing the impact of daily stress. Research published in Nature indicates that mindfulness meditation can significantly decrease the symptoms of anxiety, which can underpin this emotion. Finally, maybe our mothers were right. It really is our phone. The average person now consumes the equivalent of 74 gigabytes of data daily. That's like watching 16 HD movies a day. Our brains weren't designed for that. No wonder we feel overwhelmed, attacked, and constantly on edge. After hours doom scrolling on social media, you feel drained, envious, and behind. This is your mind telling you that you're overstimulated and everything can feel like an injustice. But after just one phone-free morning walk, things feel lighter, more bearable. That's not an accident, that's your mind saying, calm down and take a break. Hey guys, thank you so much for tuning into this video. This feeling that the world is against me is part of human psychology. But of course, if you're really struggling mentally, there is no substitute or shame in getting help from a medical professional. If this video spoke to you, please share it with someone close that you think could benefit, and also leave a comment about what your favorite part was. As always, we would love for you to support our work on the ideas that build nations and better lives. So do subscribe below and see you in the next one.